So, how often do you come to Horseshoe Park, the equestrian center, and why hold here for events?
Just so you can have background noise in your interview. Actually, we come down in the middle part of January, usually about the third week of January, and we do all of the shows here at Horseshoe Park up until about the first weekend of April. So we're here for 60 to 90 days, depending on the year and depending on their schedule.
So, how often do you come here and why?
I come to Horseshoe Park I'd say almost every month, probably close to almost every other week, just for the events and that. So.
And why would you possibly consider the Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center a key public space for the community of Queen Creek?
Actually, in my mind, that is fairly obvious with the number of shows that are available here throughout the winter months for the horse people, and I understand during the summer months they do things with motorcycles and go-karts and that sort of stuff. But for our part of the year with all the horse people, the number of people that come into the community to do these shows from actually all over the nation. What's going on here now, I've talked to people from Washington State all the way to Florida that are here attending this show, and all of those people are out there buying meals, buying stuff for their horses, stuff like ours. We're just another vendor, but essentially we're a Queen Creek business, and we're collecting taxes and sending them on to the state to be distributed back to the city.
So, and why would Horseshoe Park be a key public space in our city?
Queen Creek's, it's a rural area, so we have a lot of horsey people in it, and it has a community arena, and a lot of people like to ride in it. And we have a lot of equestrian events there, so it's a nice park to hold a lot of equestrian events.
So, what are the unique features? What would you consider the unique features of Horseshoe Park and the equestrian center?
I would say probably the ability with these covered arenas and the new second arena now covered, the ability to handle even bigger shows with more horses. The cutting horse people, typically when they're here, they'll be talking about bringing 300 or so horses and having the stall facilities for those horses, having the RV facilities for the riders in their trailers, and just being able to handle all of those people. That in itself is a pretty major thing.
So, and what are unique features of Horseshoe Park?
I think the best unique feature right now is the covered arena, just because we've been having some rains and that stuff that keeps the arena nice and dry. And also in the summertime, it keeps the arena nice and cold and cool.
So, what key events or activities do you know of that occur throughout the year at Horseshoe Park?
This particular one that's going on this weekend is the Winter National Championships for the Cowboy Mounted Shooters of America. Anytime you've got a national championship, that automatically is a pretty big deal, as you can imagine. But then, during the time that we're here in horse activities, I know that Roots and Boots is coming up, and that's the PRCA rodeo and carnival and lots of vendors, fair food, all the things that go along with that.
And what key activities and events occur throughout the year in Horseshoe Park Equestrian Center?
Horseshoe Park, right now there's a really big one I'm a part of. It's the Roots and Boots rodeo in March, and I'm a committee member of it.
And if you could change any two things to improve Horseshoe Park, what would they be and why?
I think probably as good as the guys are here in keeping the arena dirt, just absolutely perfect for whatever event is going on. Maybe a little more road work on Paseo here, keeping that up. The city crews come through always before Roots and Boots, and they have it just spit polished for Roots and Boots. But I think maybe that could happen a little bit more throughout the year. I really can't think of a second one. I know some of the shows, they have day riders that come in and they haul their horses in and then they go home at the end of the day. Maybe some more parking for them possibly. When we're full up in the RV lot and like we are this weekend and we'll be again next weekend, then if something else is going on, there's maybe not enough parking for some of the outsiders to come in. That'd be the only two things I can think of.
Okay.
Well, if you could change two things to improve the Horseshoe Park, what would they be and why?
One probably would be a bigger parking lot, because I know when we get in there with a lot of horse trailers, we would kind of run out of space for horse trailers. Probably just a bigger parking lot. And then the other, there's not a lot of holding areas for cattle and that stuff, and livestock. Probably just get a little bit more livestock holding pens.
And do you perhaps come here, and why would you choose this public space?
We come here every weekend, every Sunday, and we think that this park, it's a fairly new park. It's only been around for about a year, and there's so many different things for the children to do. Like we have the skate park and the basketball courts, and then over that way during the summer they have the splash pad area, fishing, and then the giant park up there with lots of fun things for the kids to do.
And how often do you come here, and why?
So I live on the other side of town. I'm coming back to visit my little sister. I come here, we came here a couple times in the last couple days, but I don't frequent parks, to be honest with you.
And why is this place perhaps a key public space in our city?
I think because of the variation of activities and the bigness of it. There's so much room for everybody. Not everyone's on top of each other.
And why would you consider this place a key space in our city?
I think first of all, it's newer, so it's pretty clean. There's not a lot of graffiti or anything like that. It gives kids a chance to get out of the house, not necessarily be at home with their parents as much. So having safe spaces like this to go to gives sort of an escape for both the kids and the parents, which I think is super important. Plus, it keeps people active.
And in your opinion, what would be a unique feature of this public space?
Definitely the splash pad. The kids had so much fun this summer with the splash pad.
Because it has so much water. And the big bucket, it can dump on you. It's so fun.
And what would be a unique feature to this public space?
They're sort of all cookie cutter, right? There's not a whole lot that's super unique about it. I think the layout and location is typically what makes the parks better. Some parks better than others.
And what key activities or events occur throughout the year in this public space that you might know about or have seen?
I'm not sure about this particular one because, like I said, it's pretty new. But a lot of like 5Ks, runs like that. Besides that, I know they have softball leagues, things like that go on that make it sort of unique. But
And what key activities or events do you know of that might occur at this park?
I know they have a lot of festivals
They kind of have
year round. They have like church activities and stuff that I've seen them having. There's definitely a lot of different things for them to do.
And lastly, if there are any two things that you could improve about this public space, what would they be and why?
Actually, I think that they did really well with this park, but I don't know. I can't really think of any at the moment.
And if you could, what two changes would you make to improve this public space and why?
The bees have been an issue recently. Right now, there's none, but up towards the park area and sometimes around here, there's a lot of bees. And if they could just figure out how to keep that under control, that would be awesome.